was really strong in defending Ruff's very early Hellion push with getting that bunker down. So we'll see if Seo Hyung's aggressive style works against Poke Bunny, or if Poke Bunny is just going to simply push it off to the side and say, I know how to handle this. And what else you got, as he's going to macro her up and perhaps take an early advantage as the game does get underway. Purple versus blue here on MLG Shattered Temple. And we now see Seo Hyung spawning as the blue Terran player at what I will call the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Poke Bunny spawning as the purple Terran here at the 6 o'clock position. Terran versus Terran close by air. And going to be interested to see what's going to go down in this matchup.
Yeah, you mentioned starting positions in the last TVT on Zelnaga, and I said they don't really matter, but they definitely matter on a four-player map like this when you have this close by air possibility. Obviously, close positions were taken out many months ago, but there's still two possibilities. It's either cross or close by air, and especially in a TVT with drops being so, such a prominent strategy, I think that these positions definitely going to dictate the strategies a little bit for these two players.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening so far. It looks like Poke Bunny actually has a little bit of a lead in terms of the SCV race. But so far, pretty much mirror builds coming in from these players. And we'll see what's going to come of this. Perhaps we'll see fast expansions, or perhaps going into an early gas. So once again, Seo Hyung going into early gas. Meanwhile, I believe Poke Bunny will be just doing that tried and true 12 racks build. And we'll see whether or not Poke Bunny goes for a 13 gas.
I'll really be interested to see how the players defend against drops, whether they maybe use a static defense turret or two, or whether they have that patrolling Viking in certain spots. I think Terran players have become much more polished in how they defend against drops, and where they put Vikings on patrol, and just sort of predicting where their opponent is going to be attacking from, and really shutting it down with a well-placed turret, or a well-placed Viking on patrol.
Yeah, we'll see what's happening here. Barracks will be done for Poke Bunny a little bit sooner than for Seo Hyung, just because there was a delay. But Seo Hyung will be able to get up his factory, as he has about a 50 or about a 40 to 50 gas advantage. But we do know that Poke Bunny will have a mineral advantage, since he will be upgrading that orbital command much sooner.
Yeah, and Poke Bunny's second supply depot are going to be going in a common drop place, so he's definitely going to make sure that if any medevacs do come over to drop, he's going to have eyes on them before they're able to unload their entire payload. That's a pretty big deal if you're able to unload all 8 Marines or all 4 Hellions before being attacked. It's just that much easier to have a successful drop.
Yeah, right now we also have Poke Bunny setting up his factory. It is slightly behind the orbital command now for Seo Hyung, about to finish. And so far, taking a look at the harvester count, everything looks fairly even. Poke Bunny ahead by 1 Marine, just because the barracks did come out sooner. But none of these players really showing any signs of aggression just quite yet.
And neither player's scouting. They haven't sent out an SCV yet, so they both have their Marines at the top of the ramp, hoping to catch any SCVs, but neither player has sent one out yet. So I suppose that the positions won't really dictate their early game strategy, or at least their initial build. It looks like both players are going to be opening with a 1-1-1. We'll see if Poke Bunny adds that starport. And it looks like he will. So his starport's going to be a little bit behind. Like you said, he's a little bit behind in gas, but he's a little bit ahead in minerals and supply at this point.
And I'm interested as to what exactly Seo Hyung's trying to do. He doesn't have his second gas yet, but he added on a tech lab onto his starport. So I would have thought that maybe uncloaked banshees, perhaps. And if it is uncloaked banshees, how much mileage does he really plan on getting out of this? As we do see Marines and Hellions now making their way. We do see a Hellion also doing a bit of scouting as well. And Poke Bunny just building his starport a little bit further away from the rest of his building, so it won't get detected. And Poke Bunny perhaps looking to do some sort of elevator drop. So it'll be elevator drop versus uncloaked Banshee, as still none of these players running on 2 gas as of yet.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting as we have a bit of a scuffle mid here, as Poke Bunny has the advantage army-wise, and it looks like he's able to get some nice shots on these Marines and Hellions, and now Seo Hyung going to use the high ground to defend, so Poke Bunny going to have to turn tail and go home until this medevac comes out, like you mentioned. But Seo Hyung, yeah, I thought he was only going to make 1 Banshee there, and that's what he did. He didn't invest in Cloak. He just wants to get a little bit of harassment going and keep Poke Bunny sort of on the back foot.
All right, we'll see what Seo Hyung's gonna do. He does have one Banshee here. Gonna get some early damage onto the mineral lines already. Getting off 1 kill. Going after the Marine. Gonna get 2 kills. Meanwhile, Marines are in position. There is a cover fire drop now coming in. Marines getting destroyed. SCVs are repairing. And who's gonna come out ahead? Seo Hyung looks like he's in great position to finish this off as the Banshee now getting plenty of kills. And Seo Hyung taking a huge lead with 11 kills. 12 kills on that Banshee already.
Yeah, pretty big deal there, and as I mentioned before, as the Banshee's still going to town, it's got 15 kills, 16 kills before it, maybe got a 17th kill. Looks like, nope, just 16 for that that Banshee, but as I mentioned, the medevac unloading there, just 1 unit at a time for Poke Bunny on the high ground. He really didn't have the firepower to go toe-to-toe with So Hyung, so that drop was a bit of a failure. So Hyung did have good positioning and defending there. He sort of anticipated the medevac drop as he did see it pass by when he did have his Banshee head into the base of Poke Bunny, and now So Hyung is definitely ahead. He just needs to play pretty safe here. He is getting up that commands. Oh, there's the GG by Poke Bunny. He knows how far behind he is. 20 food at this point, and 18 SCVs. It's just too much of a hill to climb.
Yeah, very interesting. One gas rushed the Banshee with Marines and Hellions to protect that drop. I thought he did really well. I think that Banshee did actually get 17 kills because there was that extra Marine he had. So there were 16 worker kills plus 1 Marine kill. Just very, very devastating, getting over 1,600, 1,650 minerals worth of kills that early in the game.
Well, I think